Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Infinite Gains with another AMC and GME update. So yeah, AMC had a green day. I think it was up something like 3%. And it kind of broke out of this channel that we were talking about and came back down and actually used it as support. So that's pretty fucking bullish. So I mean, next target would be, we have this trend line here. So next target would be, maybe up here around $5. If we can go past that and use that as support, then start heading towards that $8 target. So yeah, it was kind of weird actually, because AMC had a green day and up 3.31%, and then GME finished up down about 3%. We did bounce off of that. I made a Twitter post about, hey, we're gonna bounce off this EMA here, and we did do that. We went over that in my previous video, and now we got a little bit of resistance at this 20 EMA here, and we moved down. So it seems maybe price is bouncing in between these two EMAs here, and hopefully we can break up to the upside. GME, I don't know. It's kind of weird because AMC typically follows GME, and they actually traded the complete opposite today. GME down 3% and AMC up 3%, so it's a little bit unusual. GME on the 5-minute chart, we did slip below all of these EMAs, slip below that 200 EMA. So tomorrow we're gonna need to get above that and move to the upside. Yeah, AMC. I mean, AMC looks good to me. It looks like it's ready to go back up to that $5 area, because we did break out of this little trend here. So yeah, I mean, AMC looks great. GME, I don't know, I need maybe like these are cat ears or something like that. I don't know. It really needs to make a larger move to the upside. We need to see more increase in volume. Yeah, and I was seeing something interesting on my feed about this guy. He's tracking an AMC fractal. So he's basically saying that the Pepe meme coin. This is Pepe's 1 hour chart, and he's basically saying that AMC is creating this Pepe fractal, but on a 1 hour, and this is Pepe's 1 day chart. Sorry, that's what I meant. Pepe 1 day chart. And he's basically saying that AMC is recreating this fractal on an hourly time frame, which kind of makes sense. As I was kind of saying in some of my original videos, I was like, AMC and GME, they're not stocks anymore, like they're meme coins. And why did I say that? Well, I was just saying that whenever these stocks have so much liquidity, so many retail buyers, they become highly manipulated, and they kind of turn into these meme coins, like Dogecoin, like Pepe, like Shiba Inu. Is you just have this just insane amount of retail interest and retail buying, and then you have these whales putting such liquidity into these assets that they become highly manipulated meme coins. And so that's kind of what I was saying is you would see similarities in AMC and GME with coins like Pepe, Dogecoin, and things like that, Ethereum, and other coins. So the fact that he found this fractal, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense to me. Will we see such a crazy violent move? I don't know. We really need to see that increase in volume. We really need to see that. I mean, we need some kind of news, maybe Roaring Kitty posts, and that kind of is the justification for such a big move. GME is slipping down a little bit. I don't really know what it's doing. It seems that maybe AMC is, kind of diverging from GME in a way. So maybe this is, legitimate. But I mean, you can see the similarities in the fractals. So I think this is, I mean, it's a possibility in my book, that Thursday, Friday, and then going into next week that we could see a violent move to the upside. I just found this kind of interesting. So something that I would share with you guys, but yeah, that's pretty much the whole video. If we go to the weekly again, we can just go over this really quick. Didn't mean to delete that. Oh yeah, let's look at these fib channels. Forgot about these. Okay, now we're trading below this fib channel. So we use this fib as resistance, came down. Now we came back up and then use this fib channel as resistance, which is not good actually. I actually thought we would use that as support at around $25. I mean, you can see that that's pretty accurate. I mean, that's pretty accurate there, but it's not necessarily bearish, but preferably we would not see that. Let's see, this is on the weekly, so we could actually come all the way back down to that $20 area to retest that 200 moving, that 200 EMA. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you can see back in 2021 we kind of slipped below this EMA, came back up and then retested that EMA, used it as support, then exploded to the upside. So maybe that kind of happens here. Is we came up, we slipped below that 200 EMA, we come up and then we come back and retest that 200 EMA at $20, then explode to the upside. I feel like going all the way back down to $20 would shake a lot of people out. But damn, that would sting. That would sting going all the way back down to 20. Hopefully, we can just tomorrow we can just get back above. Let's see. We still have 1 day and 19 hours, so it's definitely possible we can shoot back up above even this fib channel, or this fib channel, or this. And use it as support. So the week's not over. The week's not over, and we can make it above, for sure. But if not, maybe it is a possibility we go back down to $20 and retest that. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that isn't the case. We still have the rest of this week to kind of see where we're at. So we'll give it some time. But yeah, you can see on the daily, we've kind of rejected this channel here. Oh yeah, and if we just so y'all can see, if we zoom out, what even is this channel? Probably easier to see on a weekly time frame, but yeah, this is basically the fib channels. If we remove that fib channel, you can see more clearly like what I'm looking at. So this is kind of like a bull flagish pattern, and hopefully we can come up and break through these two ascending channels and shoot up to the next ascending channel at around $800. So that's the plan. If we remove the channels and we just look at the fib channels, you can see that what we've kind of been trading in. So I mean, we are using this one as resistance. We do have 1 day and 19 hours left to make it above, and then start using it as support or something like that, or even make it above this. I kind of my initial thought was actually that we would be able to use this fib channel as support, kind of ride up along this fib channel to higher levels, but now we dip below, so that's kind of invalidated. But maybe not, because if we are able to shoot back up, then use that as support and then bounce even higher, that would make sense as well. It's something that we have to monitor. but AMC is looking in good shape. You know, if we can start tomorrow off strong, bounce up to that $5 level, and then if we break that $5 level, I think we're in the clear for much higher prices, you know, all the way to $8. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole video. Let's go over why do I keep saying that and then I have something else to add every single time? Let's look at Nvidia. You know, in my previous video I was saying that yeah, we could shoot up all the way back to retest this line here, so that I'll be all the way back at let's see, nah, I don't know, maybe we could go back and test $140 before absolute dump, so that would be like some kind of double top pattern. You know, maybe we see that, maybe we don't. Let's see here, so that would be at 133, so maybe that's could be a possible reversal point. You know, we come back, shoot up at that 133 area, then dump. You know, we do have some resistance here that you can see, so we could either go to 133 resistance, or even all the way back to that $140, or even higher to this line at 144. Let me make sure I have that absolutely correct here, so you can kind of see what's happening with these channels, like where I'm getting these lines from is they're based off these corrective moves, right? They're based off these two major corrective moves in Nvidia's price history. So we have that corrective move here. Okay, with that as a bottom, okay, that makes sense. And then we have that corrective move here. Okay, with that as a bottom, so that makes sense to me as well. Okay, so these lines are accurate. These lines are accurate. I mean, but you can see like how crazy accurate this stuff was, man. I mean, look at that. That's calling the exact top. I'm sorry. That's pretty accurate. Okay. If we break this level, okay, this may sound fucking crazy, but look at that 240 area. Like that's our next line, right? That's our next line from this initial channel created from this corrective move all the way back in 2008. So like you could actually go all the way to that $200 something level, which is absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. No, that's actually crazy. Like, I don't know, man. That's okay. That's kind of absurd. That's honestly way too absurd. What is that? That's double the. That's adding an extra $100. Nah, hell no. I don't think that's possible. Like, if we really break this $140 with like volume and like a lot of interest, okay, then I'll start maybe entertaining the idea. I really don't see it at all. I think the most obvious move is, you know, coming back to test that, you know, 130, that high 130s before, you know, a complete rejection. I don't think, okay, maybe not 40s. I think we'll get that rejection down to, you know, maybe 60s, maybe 70s. Yeah, that really makes sense. Going back to 70s from this rejection point. So yeah, we may come up here and retest this 100. So that's the problem. Let's go to the daily so we can kind of get a more accurate. Guys, look how accurate this shit was, bro. Like, come on. Like, that's calling the top, bro. Anyways, we may come up here. Let's see, that's 133. So on the daily, it's showing 133 rejection. So we could come up, boom, reject 133, come all the way back down to 100, break 100, and go back to that $70 to $65 area. So I think that's definitely a plausibility. But I mean, I would have been in short, man. I would have been in short up here. Anyways. So that's beyond the point. Because you don't even have to worry about all this coming back up here. You just literally set your stop loss at break even and your mat chilling. But if we do manage to come up to that 130, the high 130 areas, boom, come back down. Possibility, maybe it's a double top. Maybe we hit that $144 area and come back down. We're just gonna have to see like where that volume is at. I mean, honestly, that's not that bad of a risk. If you go into leaps. So basically, like what you would do is you would wait till price, comes back up, to that like $133 level, and then you would basically just enter into leaps. And then you would set your stop loss, at that like $145 level or something like that. So, I mean, yeah, you enter here, stop loss here. If it goes all the way back down to like, mid 60s or $70, that's a ton of profit. So, to me, that's a legitimate trade. Preferably, you'd like to come up here, and then if we break this 20 EMA, that's when the game is on, right? That's when it's on, because you're going to this next EMA at like $100-something. And then if you break that EMA, then it's really on, because you're going all the way back down to that 200 EMA at like high 70s. So you literally just short that $133 level ish, and you put your stop loss up here. And then you just wait for these EMAs to break on the daily time frame, bro, and you're mat chilling. But that's just a bonus play. I mean, I'm just chilling in GME and AMC. Like I'm doing fine. But Nvidia is like a bonus play for me. I think we're at a topping point now. Yeah, if we do come up and break that 140, this trend line here, then I might be like, okay, this is what would have to happen for me to get worried. So our initial plan is short that $134 area, wait for that EMA to break, and then trade that all the way down to the downside. So you'd preferably be in like Nvidia put leaps. But if it could come up here even to test that trend line, as some kind of double top, or kind of just what is it called, spin off the top or something like that. We're just we come up, just barely make a new high, and then boom, double top death. So put your stop loss here, short this area, and then wait for that to come all the way down. Now for me to get kind of scared out of that short position is Nvidia would have to come up here, use this as support, and then bounce. And like if we bounced off of this line, okay, I'm out. I'm scared. I'm out. Nvidia is a monster. Like Nvidia owns the stock market. I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry for ever doubting you, Nvidia. Like I'm sorry. No, but that's probably the only way you could scare me out of a short position, if like Nvidia comes up here and like starts using that as support, and like, okay, like I'm scared. But I think as of now, I think it's pretty good that we hit that 133, that hit that 140 something dollar level, and then absolutely die. But or maybe you could just wait for that EMA break, right? So you could just wait till we come back down, break that EMA, come up, use that EMA as resistance, and then trade off that EMA resistance here. So just trade off that EMA rejection. So so you could enter into puts off that rejection if you're like a little less, like a little more scared, I guess, or a little more like cautious. For me, it's like I have a little bit more balls, so I'm shorting the video up here, bro. Like I'm waiting for that. So I'm either waiting for this or I'm waiting for that EMA rejection, whichever one comes first. Yeah, if we shoot up and use that as support, I'm scared. But that's the video. So yeah, we already went over GME and AMC. Just another thing I wanted to look at as a bonus, XRP. Crypto, Bitstamp. Let's go to the weekly. And like, why am I going over this? Well, just because it's an opportunity for more money. 46 cents. I mean, I told you guys earlier that we were gonna fall. Wait, when did I make this? I don't even remember making this chart. Wait, this is kind of cool. So that would put us all the way back down to 18. So that kind of actually aligns with my other chart, my other TA. So like we're in this, so we fell out of this channel, right? So then that would take us to the bottom of this channel at 17. Let's see. So yeah, 17 cents. So that would take us to the bottom of this channel, 17 cents. That was the bounce from our initial run up, and then you'd get all the way back to those higher prices. To the top of that would be okay. So yeah, that would allow us to go to those higher prices if we saw a bounce there. But where's my? Okay, I actually don't see my XRP chart. I'm hoping it's on this one. XRP, Bitstamp. It's got to be on one of these charts. Yeah, I think it's this one. Hopefully it's this one. So this is my XRP chart. So I think what's happening is this is just a fractal of this initial breakout in 2017 on XRP. So this is literally just happening here, just in a longer duration and at a higher price level with more liquidity. So that's all it is. And it's this, I mean, I think that we're just going to repeat. Like, this is literally just a bullish pennant. You have your flagpole, you go chop, 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 boom. Then you explode to the upside. I mean, it's pretty self-evident. It's pretty obvious. I drew this kind of bullish harmonic as well that we might be able to see if we do come back down to these lower levels at like 12 cents. And, you know, it's a lot of XRP holders are kind of like, they'll see this and like get pretty mad. And it's like, I get it, because I know y'all have been waiting years, like literally years, and XRP is an awesome token, and I understand that like it sucks that that like you've been holding and holding and holding, and you know, where you go back down to those like very low price levels before shooting up. And yeah, it is kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, like that's an incredible buying opportunity. Like I would be less mad and more excited about this opportunity to be able to get into XRP at such low prices. And we are seeing this, you know, bearish rejection off all these EMAs. So you can see that all these EMAs came together and got coiled up. And we literally just rejected it. I like right here. We just rejected that 200 EMA. And I think it's, let's see. Yeah, I mean, most of the price history, we've been using that 200 EMA as support. You can see here we came up and used it as resistance. Like you can see that we fell below it here and went all the way back down to that trend line. And like pretty much every time that we've used that 200 EMA as resistance, we come back and down and test support. But the problem is that this was our support trend line and we just broke it. So there's no support. Like there's no support down here until all the way down to like 20 something cents so I think a bounce level could be 17 to 20 cents. Now this takes into account, so this would be a trend from the top of XRP's initial price history to the bottom. So this would be trading at the bottom of this in 2020. So that would take us all the way down to 18 to 70 cents. But you have to think that back in this initial pennant here, you can see how the bottom of it's real flat, that we kept testing this horizontal support. Now it is kind of different because XRP was much less liquid back then, and it was trading at like much lower prices. I mean, you had 2 zeros, like you were trading with 2 zeros, so like you did see those crazy wicks. You did see that, trading all the way down to 0.22, 0.00286. I mean, that's like insanely low. So now you have much more liquidity, you have much more buyers, and you have much much more liquidity. So it's like, will we go all the way back down to 12 cents? I don't know, but you do kind of see those wicks here. You do kind of see that, so it is kind of resembling it, I'm not gonna lie. So you may actually come all the way back down to test that 12 cents. I would start buying at maybe 18 to 17, and then I would start, if we start dipping lower, if we break that. So if we break this trend line, if we come down and come up, break that trend line, use a resistance, I'd start descending, boom, and then that's the reversal point. And then targets. So basically you would just take the move from the breakout point to the bottom of the pennant, and then you would put that at the breakout point. Maybe it happened somewhere here in like 25 or something, or like 24. Somewhere in late 25, August 25. So like maybe like a year from now it happens. I don't know. So that would put us at like $10. That would put us at $10. Now, if you get even like crazy bullish, okay, you could put at the breakout, and technically that's the top of the flag, and then maybe you could do this, and that would put us at like $70. Okay, that's kind of crazy. I don't need to hold to $70. I'm fine at $10 trading from like 12, 13 cents, or even 17 cents. That's like a crazy gain anyways. So like, let's say you got in at like 17.5 cents, and then you held until let's say you held until $11. That's 6,865% gains. Like, that's plenty. That's plenty for me. Yeah, I don't need more than that. So kind of the plan is, why am I going over XRP? I don't know. I just think it's I think it's an interesting asset to trade. I think that it has a lot of potential to the upside just from a technical analysis point of view, and it's easy. You look at this chart. It's really not that hard at all. It was like, it's pretty self-evident. It's pretty obvious. Everyone's kind of heard of a, bullish pennant and all this, different stuff. But like, I just think that it's easy. If we do go down to those, lower prices, it's just an opportunity to make a, crazy gain, with not that much risk. So like, why am I going over this? Well, I'm here to make money. It doesn't have to be AMC. It doesn't have to be GME. It doesn't have to be Nvidia. It doesn't even have to be a stock. It doesn't have to be an equity. I'll trade anything. I'll trade gold. I'll trade forex. If there's an opportunity to make money, then I'll trade it. And this is a cryptocurrency. Maybe you guys don't have experience with it, but I just like to go over different assets I think have a lot of opportunity to make money, and I'm here to make money with you guys. So it's like, hey, if our thesis on GME and AMC turn out to be correct, okay, well, that's awesome. We probably made a shitload of money. Well, I'm going over XRP. I'm going over Nvidia. So there's more opportunities to deploy your capital later on. If our thesis on GME and AMC are correct. So if you make a couple $1,000 in AMC and GME, well, okay, a year from now, I make an update on XRP and like we're at 12 cents. Okay, well, hey, you got to learn how to make a wallet or something. You got to learn how to, log into some kind of broker and trade XRP and make money with me, because, AMC and GME is not the end of it. There's more money to be made on in a lot of different sectors and, a lot of different industries. So this could be a crazy opportunity for us. So, I'm going to keep you guys updated on this, because we're all in this together and we're here to make money. And yeah, I really hope GME and AMC work out for us, but you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared for other plays in the future. So, you know, because this could take a long time for this to even happen. You know, this could take like a year. You know, a year for this to even play out. So, I'm just kind of just going over this just to kind of get your guys' attention, just kind of get you guys warmed up to it, and be like, you know, if I mention this, you know, 6 months from now, if I mention this like a year from now, like you guys like know what I'm talking about. So yep, that's GME, AMC, Nvidia and XRP. Let's go over this FFIE thing, because this low-key went crazy. Low-key went crazy. So this, why does this kind of look like? This kind of looks like AMC chart. Honestly, like kind of like the latter end, like, you know how you had this like initial insane drop, boom, like you had this channel. But let's actually compare that to the AMC chart. Oh dang it, did not mean to do that. Yeah, I mean you see how we had that initial like that downtrend channel, the drop, and then like another downtrend, boom, and we spiked up. It's low-key similar. It's low-key similar in a lot of ways. To AMC, but I honestly don't know much about this stock. I don't really know what's happening. I think people were talking about a short squeeze, and I think so we did see that 73% gain. So this thing's making moves. This thing's making moves for sure, and at such a low price at 45 cents. This thing has, whoa. Oh. Wait, is that an EMA? What? What the hell? That's an EMA. Wait, so we've actually been testing these. Let's see this. We came up, rejected. Hold on. So this is at $42. Holy cow. So the extreme bullish play on this would be if we could come up, and if we use this 20 EMA as support, because you can see throughout it's pretty much its entire price history, we traded below this 20 this 20 EMA, and like been just using it as resistance like throughout its entire price history. If we come up and we use that as support, that's like, it's bullish. Like that's bullish. Like, and I guess that would be at around like $1 or something. Let's see, like $1.48 or something like that. So if you came up and used that 20 EMA, you could actually shoot up to this next EMA here at $40. That would be nasty. Like that would be real nasty. What percent gains is that? That's 9,000% gains. That could be a dirty play, honestly. I'd have to see it get above that 20 EMA and use it as support, before we go too crazy. But yeah, that could be a dirty play. If this really is like a short squeeze play or something like that, or like if this thing actually does have like stronger technicals, then maybe it is possible. Maybe these EMAs are off just because there's not enough price history. Yeah, I don't know what that is. What the hell is that? It's not an EMA. What the fuck? That's kind of interesting. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's go to the daily. So let's see that the 200 EMA is at $21. So that's a possibility as well. You can see that we used that 100 EMA as resistance multiple times. So if we are able to shoot up, break that 100 EMA at $1 or something like that. So we peaked out at 390. Jesus, when was this? Wait, this was in May. 390. Damn, this could be a good investment, low key. If we can get above this $50, this 50 cent point, if we break that EMA here at $1 or something, you could definitely shoot up to that 200 EMA on the daily at 20-something bucks. Like, that's definitely a possibility. That's 100% a possibility. This is kind of interesting because, I mean, you're seeing the volume. I mean, you're seeing the interest, because 73% gain in one day, that's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not a drill. I mean, that is a little something, but preferably you'd like to see us, get above this EMA at $1.70-ish, $1.75. So you would want to see us get above $1.75, and you could definitely shoot up to that $21 level. I mean, that's not a joke. It's not, I mean, that's 100% a possibility. But I'd have to do more charting on this. I'd have to look into this a little bit more, because I'm really new to this. I think someone mentioned it in my comments or something like that, which is why I'm even looking at it in the first place. But I'd have to look at this a little bit more, and kind of see like what's going on with it. But this is definitely interesting. Something that I'd keep my eyes on. Maybe YOLO a couple options, like YOLO a couple leaps, like, I don't know, but yeah, it's 100% a possibility. Kind of reminds me of the AMC chart for some reason, because you do see kind of that similarity here. Yeah, I mean, you see this channel here, they look pretty similar. Do they not? Do they not look similar? Hey, maybe this is... Wait, hold on. Maybe this is an FFIE fractal here. These kind of have the same fractals. Nah, wait, they have the same algorithm running, bro. I mean, it's the same algo. Isn't that kind of crazy? Like, bro, it's the same algo running on this shit. Like, it's the same shit. That's kind of funny, man. So yeah, I would definitely look at FFIE and maybe keep your eyes on it. And I'd have to look at this a little bit more, as I said, but it is kind of interesting. I mean, it's making 72% in one day, so it's not a joke. It's not a drill. But yeah, it's pretty much the whole video. I've just kind of been rambling on a little bit, but I'm gonna keep you guys updated, and I hope we can make a lot of money on Nvidia. Hope we can make a lot of money on AMC and GME, and hope we can make a lot of money, period. So I want to keep pumping these videos out, and appreciate the support, and really appreciate. There's this one guy that comments on every video, Sean Craft or something like that. Appreciate you, bro. You're an OG supporter for sure, and I mean, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all the support and stuff like that. But I'm hoping you guys are making money. I'm in this for the long run, and in this economy, bro. In this economy, we gotta work together, and we gotta have other ways to make money than just being a wage slave, man. Because this economy sucks, bro. I mean, you're overworked and you're underpaid, and you can't afford anything. So it's like, this is a great opportunity for us to be financially free, and we got to work together and make that bread, bro. So that's pretty much the whole video. And let's see, this is the 4 hour, so we actually did bounce off that 100 EMA on the 4 hour. So our next target would be at 508, preferably. So as you can see, we bounced off this same EMA. That led to that second run up to $6. So hopefully this time we can just start shooting up again, and not have to not come back down, but have a much larger run up. So yep, this whole video, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna make another video tomorrow, and maybe I'll go live if we see a bunch of action or something crazy going on. But I'll keep you guys updated, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks.